ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Comedy Corral, where we attempt to bring you funny filtered
from life's crowd.
And do you ever think about getting old?
No, why? All I do when I want to see old is look at you.
What does that mean?
Nothing. Just thinking out loud.
Well, stop it. I don't like it. And if that's your attempt at an old joke, you failed.
That's what you think. So you're starting to feel old there, cowboy?
Yeah? And it's because I'm aging dangerously.
Should I move further away from you or something?
No, Ed, I'm not contagious.
Contagious, dangerous, same thing if you ask me.
Well, I didn't ask you.
Then what do you mean by aging dangerously? I'm curious, I think.
Okay. There are a few things that have happened to me lately that are not normal accidents. As a matter of fact, they are embarrassing and humiliating.
Oh yeah? You have my attention and theirs too. These stories aren't going to be long, are they?
Why? You got a hot date or something?
Maybe. Don't know till I get to my crop.
Oh, forget I asked.
Can't. Now I'm thinking about it.
Well, stop thinking about it. We have a show to do, Ed.
Well, I can do both.
Ed, you can't walk and chew gum at the same time.
That is not my fault.
Well, whose fault is it?
I don't want to talk about it. Get your story, dangerous aging thing.
Wow. You sure butchered that one. Okay. One day, I got up and went to the bathroom to take a shower and get ready for work.
What time?
What?
What time did you get ready for work?
What does that matter, Ed?
I get up at 3:30 in the morning to start work. It's important.
Oh my God, Ed. It was 7:30 a.m., I think.
No, think. You have to know.
Be quiet, Ed. I am trying to gather my thoughts.
Go, cowboy.
So I'm taking a shower, and I turned the water off, and I reached across my body to pull the shower curtain back like I have done 1,000 times when...
Remember, cowboy, this is a family-friendly show.
Ed, what does that mean?
We have some young fans. I just don't want you to share details about your birthday suit.
I would never do that.
If you say so, that tumor worries me.
Ed, for the last time, I don't have a tumor. Anyway, as I pulled the curtain back, my foot slipped on the tub floor surface and went straight out from under me. Now, my bathroom is this wide.
How wide is it?
I don't know, Ed. Just listen to the story.
I'm trying, but your measurement was silent.
Ed, focus. Anyway, when my feet went out from under me, I proceeded to do a Circus du Soleil flip out of the bathtub.
I didn't know you were in the circus.
I'm not in the circus, Ed. That was an analogy.
I have allergies too. What are you allergic to?
You!
Well, that's incurable. To my knowledge, they don't have a Mr. Ed allergy peel.
Ed, clean the wax out of your ears. I didn't say allergy. I said analogy.
I know, but I don't know what that word means, so fill me in, Professor.
Analogy is a comparison between two things, typically for the purpose of explanation or clarification. Now that class is over, may I get back to my story?
Sure, but it's not May, it's September. 3 calendars within 8 feet of you, and you don't know what month it is.
Ed, I was trying to be polite, but that ship has sailed.
Man, your frumpy meter is off the charts today. Are you sure it's not a tumor?
I am not even going to dignify that comment with a response. Anyway, when I fell out of the bathtub, my face hit the floor. My legs came over the top of my body and hit the wall above the vanity, then fell back across my body the other way and hit the bathroom wall, then slid down the wall until my entire body was lying next to the bathtub.
Ow! Did that hurt?
Yes, it hurt. It hurt bad.
What did you do?
I laid there in pain for a little bit, but then I realized I have a decision to make.
I can't make decisions when I'm in pain.
Good to know, Ed, but I got news for you. You can't make decisions when you're not in pain.
That was mean, cowboy. But what decision did you make?
Well, seeing as how I was getting ready for work when this happened, and I was living alone at the time, I had to decide whether I was going to crawl back to the bedroom to get my phone and either call in absent for work or dial 911.
What did you do?
Once I crawled back to my bedroom, which was painful, by the way, I called in absent from work.
Farmers can't miss work. But why was crawling painful? That's the first thing you learned how to do as a baby.
Ed? Rug burn?
I don't get it.
Have you ever had rug burn on your corn on the cob?
How would you get rug burn on corn? They're in the field, nowhere near a road.
Never mind, Ed. You probably wouldn't get it even if I explained it to you.
I don't know. Try me.
Not on your life. I called in absent from work because I got to thinking how this story would sound to a 911 operator.
What do you mean, cowboy?
If I told the story to an operator, they would have been laughing their tails off. And I never would have got an ambulance to come to my rescue because they would have died laughing.
I don't follow. You were hurt. What is funny about that?
Single guy fell out of the bathtub, naked, had to crawl to his phone. None of that strikes you as funny?
Not yet. Where's the joke?
This is not a joke, Ed. This event really happened to me.
Did you sell tickets?
What?
To the event. Did you sell tickets?
Lord have mercy. This conversation has started to circle. Meeting adjourned.
When did we have a meeting?
We didn't have a meeting. Talking to you is like talking to a rock.
What was the meeting about?
There was no meeting, Ed. Let's move on.
We're always moving on, but we never go nowhere.
Ed, I'm talking about the show.
I like movies. What'd you see?
That is exactly what I'm talking about, Ed.
I wasn't at the meeting. Can you fill me in?
I think you have been in the field too many times when your crops were being sprayed for insecticide.
Yeah, I did get bit a time or two by the insecticide.
What are you talking about?
Don't you remember, cowboy? Or did you fall in the bathroom and give you brain damage?
The only brain damage in this duo is yours.
I resemble that one, Mark. So what else happened to you?
Wow. I'm afraid to tell you anything now.
Why is that?
Because you're misinterpreting everything I say.
Do humans know another language? I can't be an interpreter because I only know English.
What in the heck is Ewan's?
You know.
No, Ed, I don't. Spell it.
U-I-N-S, Ewans.
No, 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 and heck no. That is not a word in any language.
It is now, because I just said it.
Stop, Ed. I don't want to talk about your redneck dictionary word anymore.
I don't have any dictionary, let alone a redneck one.
Just be quiet while I tell the next story.
Okay.
What, are you 8? What year is your birthday?
Every year.
Ed, please stop talking.
Okay. But I have one question first.
I'm afraid to ask, but what is your question?
You are a fake cowboy. And you do not have a dangerous job. So how are you aging dangerously?
This is the second time now that you have referred to me as a fake cowboy. I am not fake. No, I do not have a dangerous job. But as I get older, more and more things keep happening to me that shouldn't. Hence, aging dangerously.
What happened to you this time?
Funny you should ask.
Funny. I didn't laugh.
That was an expression.
Yeah, okay. If you say so.
You've seen my carport, right?
Yes.
It has 2 little steps from the carport floor up to the house floor, right?
Yeah, I think so. I've never paid that much attention.
Well, I have navigated those steps at least 1,000 times during the course of living here and have never had a problem in the day or the nighttime.
It's 2 steps. What could possibly go wrong?
One morning, I went outside to go to work, and I opened the carport door, stepped onto the top step, and then turned back to lock the door, just like I've done many times before.
Is there a point to this story? Or do you just like to hear yourself talk?
Ed, sarcasm will get you nowhere. Anyway, my SUV is always backed into the carport, so I can drive straight out in the mornings.
Your SUV thing don't have reverse?
Yes, Ed, it has reverse. I just like to back in so it's easier in the mornings.
Do you have one of those buzzers?
What?
You know, the backup buzzer for when you put the car in reverse?
No, Ed, I don't. I cannot stand those things. Anyway, after I locked the door, I turned to step to the next step and missed it completely.
Did you fall?
Yes, Ed, I fell, and I tried to tackle my Tahoe.
Who's Tahoe?
Not who, Ed. It's a what. The Tahoe is my SUV. And in that attempted tackle, I knocked myself unconscious and laid out right there in the carport with my phone and keys in hand.
Oh man, what did you do?
Nothing. I was unconscious.
What is unconscious? Is that the name of the town you were in?
No, Ed. Unconscious means knocked out.
Oh, like what I did to the skunk?
Yes, I think. You worry me, Ed.
Why is that?
We don't have enough time to tackle that issue.
I thought you tackled a Tahoe. And what is this obsession with football?
Are you going to let me finish? Good grief. I'm aging just sitting here.
I know what you mean, cowboy. When I'm real quiet, I can hear my hair grow.
Yeah, okay. If you say so.
I do.
Anyway, as if it's not bad enough to fall down 2 steps, I managed to fall up them as well.
Boy, you're talented.
Ed, don't start with me. It is bad enough sharing these embarrassing moments without you adding your 2 cents in.
Oh, I don't even have 2 cents. I haven't had that much money since my kids were born.
Wow. How do you live?
One day at a time.
There is a workbench right next to the carport door, and evidently a Phillips bit that goes in your drill.
I don't have a drill.
That's fine, Ed. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to them.
Oh, okay. Who is them? I don't see.
This bit rolled off of the workbench and fell on the top step. But due to the time of day it was, I was unable to see.
You need a flashlight.
And you need a muzzle.
Why? I'm not a dog.
You want one?
No. You. What? Wait, what?
A dog.
No, I don't want a dog. What would possibly possess you to think that I want or need a dog?
Exactly.
Exactly what?
See what I mean?
No, I don't. What are you talking about?
Welcome to my world.
I'm confused.
Perfect. I had gone outside to my truck to get something, and on the way back in, when I stepped onto the top step, my foot slipped on that bit, and it thrust me forward into the carport door. Can you comment, Ed? Great. I hit the door so hard that it broke the door frame, and it shook the entire house like an earthquake.
Earthquakes are scary. I have been in an earthquake before.
And he's back.
Back? Where did I go? I never left.
Oh, yes, you did. You have been gone for a long time.
I wish you would make sense.
Ditto.
What is ditto?
It's a noun, meaning the same thing. Would it help you if I paid for you to get a GED?
Why would you pay for it? Jed is my neighbor, and I get to see him all the time for free.
Never mind, Ed. Forget I offered.
No problem. Forgotten half the time. I'm not sure what we are talking about.
Trust me, I've noticed.
Since you're not dead, do you have any more stories?
Unfortunately, yes, I do.
Why do you say it like that?
Because, Ed, these stories are embarrassing.
Yeah, but a lot of the embarrassing things happen to you when you're a kid.
A kid? Haven't you been listening? Most of these things we've been talking about this entire show have happened in the last year and a half.
Okay, you're right. That's funny.
Just sit there and look farmerish.
I don't know how.
Then figure it out. That last comment should keep Mr. Ed busy for a minute or two. One morning, I went into the bathroom to take a shower to get ready for work. Now, it's 4 a.m. in the morning, so the house as a whole is pretty dark.
When did your house get a hole in it?
Farmerish. I was taking a shower and fully involved in the soaping routine, which means my eyes were closed. About the time I'm at the point where I cannot open my eyes, something in the insect family landed on top of my head.
What was it?
My eyes were closed, Ed. Don't do it. Due to the drainage clogs by the city, we have been having a critter problem lately with all of the extra water, and this thing had some weight and size.
What was on your head?
Hold your horses, I'm getting there.
You don't have any horses, remember?
I know. Anyway, as I was trying to swat whatever this was on my head, I stepped 1 foot off of the bath mat and slipped, falling forward and hitting my head on the back end of the bathtub. Once again, knocking myself out.
How many times have you been knocked out before?
More than a football player, but I've lost count.
I count 4 just in this episode.
Stop counting then. I was unconscious. The cinematographer came into the bathroom to check on me and found a giant grasshopper on my back.
Wait, you took yourself out over a grasshopper?
Shut up, Ed. I couldn't see what it was. After removing the grasshopper, the cinematographer got me up and helped me into my room with a rather large knot on my head. Ladies and gentlemen, on August 19th, 2022, we held a pre-screening of the first episode of the Comedy Corral titled Special Delivery. We asked the participants to write a comment or question on a 3x5 card before leaving. A 6-year-old young lady wrote her own comment card, and it has been picked as the comment or question for this Manure Minute segment. Ed, take it away.
It would be my pleasure, cowboy. 6-year-old Danielle writes, I like Mr. Ed. He is funny. Since you are my #1 fan and the first selection for the Manure Minute, I am going to autograph you a shirt. To my #1 fan, Danielle, keep watching Mr. Ed.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for this episode of the Comedy Corral. Please send your comments and questions, and if we use your comment or question on the Manure Minute segment of the show, we will send you a free t-shirt.
And remember, when life gets crappy, find the funny.
And be happy.